That is a stop sign underneath a beautiful central Illinois sky. I'll talk about that in just a second. Good morning. There are all kinds of signs out there. There are stop signs. There are signs that say yield. There are signs that say no passing. There are signs that say one way. There are signs all over this world and every road that we encounter. Even in rural areas, we have stop signs and certain things to tell us the particular traffic rules. Why? Why are there signs? Well, most of us understand that those signs are designed to keep us safe and out of accidents. They're designed to keep us from forging on ahead when we should stop. There are signs that keep us from going the wrong direction. There are signs that make us aware of what is happening in our surroundings. It's a huge component of your driver's written test is to understand what the signs of your area mean. Stop signs. It means stop. Not slow down or screech tires on pavement or pause. It means stop. Now let's think about that from a Christian standpoint. Do you know that God puts signs out for us? He does. They're His commandments and the things that He tells us in the Bible that He wants us to do. You know, so many people have the wrong idea about what God is doing with the Bible. They think He's out to ruin your fun, that He's telling you to not do this and not do that and do this and do that. And He's this tyrant that is going to have a hissy fit if you don't do what He says and if you can't do what you want and you're not free and He's in control of you and everything you do. But you know, you're looking at that wrong if that's how you see God. You see, God puts those signs out, puts those things that He tells us to stay away from to keep us safe. I've seen an awful lot of people ignore His signs and ignore His warnings and go on and live their life just however they might want to. But just about every single time, sooner or later, that person comes to regret the bad decisions that they've made. Do you know that everything just works out that way? And if we're really honest, whether you're a believer or not, you know that there's a certain way that is best to live. And if you fail to live that way, then there are consequences that come with that, and most of the time we do not like them. God is not trying to ruin your fun, but like a benevolent father, He's trying to keep you safe, and He's trying to give you the best life that you could possibly have. An abundant life. Doesn't mean you'll be rich, doesn't mean you'll have everything you want and never have trouble, but it does mean that you have a much better chance at peace, and that you can have a real sense of enjoyment and hope in the future, and that things work out for the best when you follow what He is trying to get you to do. Now, Christianity is not about doing. Jesus has done everything that needs to be done. But there are ways in which we should live our life that can really make a difference. I'll end with one story. In high school, I've told this to my students. In high school, I had a reputation for being pretty straight up, decent fella that didn't drink and drive fast and carry on. And that's not to say that I'm good or perfect. I certainly had my faults, big time. But I didn't really go into the party scene, and I tried to be respectful, and that's how my parents raised me. There was a young lady that I wanted to take to lunch. We could leave our campus in high school. And her mom basically told her she could not leave campus with anyone except me, because she knew me and she trusted that I would not be driving reckless or be ungentlemanly toward her daughter. So I got to take out a very nice young lady when I was a senior in high school. that no one else could, because I had a reputation for being a safe guy. And I've told the kids that story, and they think it's funny, and it is kind of humorous, but they think it's funny. But I said, listen, it's so much better if you try to do the right thing. You have so many restrictions that get lifted. You see, God will change what you want to do. We think we want to do what we want to do, but honestly, most of the time that might not be what's best for us. And God can direct your path if you'll just let Him. And it makes your life better. Yes, there's hard times, and I never want to diminish that. But your life can be better if you try to live and do what's right. Live by His commandments, folks. Live that life, and you'll have a much better experience. And you can avoid a lot of sorrow. Be kind to each other. Have a great day. See you next time.